Happening today, a new chapter is now underway for the U.S. and North Korea. President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un are now holding their second summit, this time in Vietnam. So here's a look at the two meeting and shaking hands this morning. President Trump said last night he was feeling optimistic about his second sit-down with the North Korean leader. The two leaders met in Singapore last summer, and today they're expected to build upon that agreement in Vietnam, and then they made towards complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. U.S. officials say at the very least they want to see a more developed roadmap that prompts North Korea to get rid of its nuclear weapons.
The summit between the two leaders could have serious implications on the world stage. So to take a deeper look, we're joined now by Greg Jackson. He's an assistant director of national security studies at Utah Valley University. Let's talk about that roadmap that Brian just mentioned. A lot of criticism of the first summit was that the two leaders met, had some great photo ops, but there wasn't a plan to denuclearization.
Right. And so, well, two things to that. First of all, this time President Trump has gone in basically hedging everyone's expectations. He's continuously been saying that he expects this to be a slow process. He doesn't expect everything to be done in this summit. So, honestly, that's just a wise way to position himself regardless. And the roadmap potentially is looking at specific locations that could be shut down in North Korea. So not calling for everything to be shut down all at once, which is kind of the language that we got out of the first summit. So by focusing in on specific regions, piece by piece, it just lowers, again, those expectations to something that's more realistic.
Let's talk about the location where this is all happening as we speak. They're in Vietnam, and President Trump congratulating Vietnam's leaders and kind of using them as an example of what North Korea could be. Kind of talk about the background on that and why that's also significant.
Sure. So both of these, North Korea, Vietnam, these are both countries that were communist or are, have socialist parties behind them. Vietnam, like China, has developed a robust economy, though, and has been able to engage in the free markets of the world. So President Trump is wanting to hold Vietnam, which is another small country coming out of the Cold War, communist and all that jazz era. He's wanting to hold Vietnam up as an example of what North Korea could be.
As we're seeing in this tweet right here, and then he made it very apparent overnight during different meetings that Vietnam is a success story.
Well, and one of the important ways he did that was by having major agreements signed between U.S. businesses and Vietnamese businesses, such as Boeing, with a couple of different airliners. So we're talking about billion-dollar deals being signed right here at Hanoi as the summit's going on, which is clearly meant to kind of dangle that in front of Kim as a way of saying, this could be you.
And I can make this happen for you.
Yeah, we can get rid of sanctions.
If you play along.
Exactly.
Finally, the Korean War. There's also talk of maybe the two saying it's officially over if South Korea agrees. You're saying that might sound nice, but unless they sign anything, it's not for real.
Right, because it's still not a treaty. And don't get me wrong, that's a great, significant, symbolic step. But the armistice that was signed in 1953, which technically leaves us still at war. It's part of why we have 30,000 U.S. troops, just shy of that, in South Korea. But we do need an actual treaty for the war to really end.
Greg Jackson here from Utah Valley University. Thank you very much for coming and kind of diving into how the implications of this meeting for the entire world. For more information, we do have that for you online at abc4.com/GMU. Thank you.